Congratulations, this is your last week of your training. This is the week number 5, which is module starts with the module 12, which is the title for this module is billing and invoicing process. We'll be talking about the on the lecture 35. So we have 2 lectures, right? So the lecture 35 will be talking about how the carrier and driver gets paid. I'll be showing you the examples. I will be guiding you how you can set up this system. So in order to get paid, there are some steps, right? So we'll be setting up the system so that you will get paid on time and legally. So the lecture 36 will be covering how you as a truck dispatcher get paid. You have a contract between you and a carrier, right? We'll be talking about the credit authorization forms and other forms that require for you to get contracted with the carriers. Moving forward, the lecture 35. So here we go, the contracts and forms. So think about this way. I am a carrier, right? So it's actually a great example that you have an instructor who has, the dispatching business as well as carrier, which is a trucking company. So dispatcher carrier agreement must be on file between you and I. So I'm talking to you, right? So you are creating your business, which is independent truck dispatcher, and I am a carrier. So you have some questions to ask and I have the answers, right? So in order to get work, you will have me on board and I will have you on board. So what I mean, let's think of it this way. So we must follow the legal structure of this business. In order to work from home or I would say from office work legally as a independent truck dispatcher, so you are saying that I am independent, right? So I'm not dependent on you. I have my business, my own business, and I'm providing you services. Sounds really exciting, but there is a forms and there's a contract that must be between you and I. So I am a business owner, you are a business owner. When we have a contract, the contract name is dispatcher carrier agreement, or you can say freight dispatcher carrier agreement, or load finder carrier agreement. Pretty much same thing. It's an agreement between you and I saying that I'm a carrier, Prime Express, so you are the legal, I would say, representative of my company. You're just working independently. You're not in my office. For example, I will give you a CPA. So CPA, she has, let's say, her own services that she's offering. She works from home. She doesn't have to be in my office, right? So we have a contract between her company and my company. And her company is actually, I have my CPA, which is a Get Balanced. You can search online. She's great. Get Balanced in Prime Express has a contract, meaning she is the representative of my company. She represents my company. She has all the rights logging into my bank account and doing the books and etc. So you got the idea. We must have a contract between you and I. So the contract name is dispatch carrier agreement. Don't worry, I have the next slide is I have the example and we have the forms. If you purchase this training, so it comes with the these contracts that is editable. You can edit, put your logo and your company name, and then you're good to go. And then we'll be talking about the payment and credit card authorizations. We'll be talking about the dispatcher rate agreement and automatic payment authorizations. So here we go. This is actually the dispatch carrier agreement. You can read, so you have the copy. This whole thing, this agreement is editable. You can move this logo, add your logo, and then you can add customize, right? So you can add your company name, a city and phone number, fax, and then of course the website. Everything is editable. The dispatcher and carrier, right? Let's say the first day of January 2020, for example, between Prime Express LLC or no, it's actually a dispatcher. Let's say John Smith Dispatcher Service LLC, which is dispatcher, an individual company with a business address located at, for example, maybe North Carolina, right? So you have your business, which is home address or could be an office address. And Prime Express, which is carrier, registered motor carrier with the MC number. So with the MC number, I have a DOT number, right? And I actually have the physical address, my state office address. What it does is this dispatcher, those name appears above the agreement, is in the business of providing load matching services. See, the service between freight brokers, freight forwarders, and direct shippers and carriers. You're legally representing me, working directly with freight brokers and freight forwarders and direct shippers, right? So you're representing the carrier. So who's a carrier? Carrier with the name mentioned in this agreement, right? So meaning the Prime Express. What it says is that the point that I'm trying to make is that limited power of attorney. What it does is, upon the execution of this agreement, the carrier thereby grants, pay attention, grants a limited power of attorney to the dispatcher, meaning to your company, to act in the capacity of the carrier's dispatcher. There we go. So I'm granting you a limited power of attorney, giving you the right to be my dispatcher, meaning you're independent dispatcher, right? So I'm just granting a limited power of attorney to the dispatch, meaning to you, to act in the capacity of the carrier's dispatcher. There you go. So you're legally right now, you can work anywhere around the world, right, as an independent dispatcher, and you can represent me. You can go over, read the this dispatcher carrier agreement in detail, right? So I'm just giving you the overview of the forms and contracts. Now we have contract, right? So we have contract in place. Now you must have a credit debit card, I would say payment authorization. So there must be a form says that I have my card number and then a billing address and credit card numbers that I'm authorizing you to withdraw money from my account. Let's say you did a load for me and then there's time to get paid as a dispatcher, and you calling me and saying, hey Kamal, I'll be sending you an invoice, and I'll be like, okay, so you have my credit card on your file, so we have this payment authorization form, so you have everything in place so you can go ahead and charge. The credit card payment authorization is basically, whole purpose of this authorization is that carrier authorizes you so that you can charge or make a transaction from my business debit card or credit card, meaning that as it says, a carrier authorizes you to take payments. And actually, it's really important that you must update regularly the credit cards. As you know, the credit cards changes, the date, the expiration, for example, so you must be up to date. Moving on to the next slide, the service agreement. What is it? It's lets carrier know what are the services you're offering. So we'll be going more in details right now. A carrier to carrier can change the services, be competitive, of course, when it comes to offering your services. I receive comments in messages and emails about, Kamal, what about the percentages? I heard that charging percentages it's illegal or some kind of misconceptions going on. But think about it this way: if you do diligence and you know how to set up the system, how to get properly, meaning you are legally set up. But I highly encourage you to work with your attorney or a local CPA so that they will give you the step-by-step guidance. They know better. So I am a business owner. I hired an attorney. I talked to him and he guided me. And based on that knowledge, I'm giving you the knowledge. So, but to make sure that you are setting up your a business in a right way, talk to your attorney and talk to your CPA. When it comes to service agreement, meaning what are the services you're offering to me, right? Again, I'm a carrier, you're a dispatcher, independent dispatcher, remember? and you're offering me services. Let's say your name is, your company name is John Smith Dispatcher Services. And what this John Smith Dispatch Service is providing, you can say we can work pay per load, meaning you can charge me 6% gross from the gross. Remember, it's actually from the gross. Or maybe you will be helping out with the billing and invoicing and collections. You can charge whatever the percentage is, dispatch and invoicing only. Or you can charge me weekly. You can say, Kamal, per truck, I will be charging you $400 weekly. Or if I have my in-house, let's say I have in my office dispatchers, so I don't need a load dispatching services, meaning booking loads, but I need your help with the paperwork only, or the emergency dispatch. Giving you the example as far as emergency dispatch goes, let's say we will have a contract, but I will need your help when there's an emergency, meaning if I need right today your help as a dispatcher, meaning maybe one of my trucks in Los Angeles, California, and I called you, and I will call you and I say, hey, I need your help to find loads and take this driver out of the Los Angeles area and then maybe come down to North Carolina area. And then you can say that, Kamal, for that particular emergency dispatch, I'll be charging you $100 per load, for example. You will go over the contract. It's a service agreement. Everything that I'm providing you is customizable. You can customize, put your logo and put your company information. So moving on. This is the automatic payment authorization. Remember, we talked about the credit card authorization form. This basically says that it will be automatic payment. Think about your billing, let's say phone bill that you put on the automatic. I have AT&T. AT&T doesn't call me, just emails me or texts me that their billing cycle, it comes in, so they will be charging this automatic, and they will be doing the automatic transaction. The whole purpose is authorizing you, for example, withdraw automatic payments from my account. Again, it's a customizable, you can customize. So by saying this, we complete Lecture 35 and we are moving how the carrier and a driver gets paid. We'll be talking about the system. It seems complicated. Don't freak out. We'll be going step by step. So talk to you in the Lecture 36.